All right, hello. This is my developer journal. Pretty much, I'm a senior in high school, and these are just some of the coding projects that I've been working on. In this video, I'll be like showing the coding project I've been working on for about a month actually, and pretty much this channel will be all about my coding projects and kind of like my progress in them. So it's just kind of it's more for me to look back on, like my progress, but I also leave them public in case there's anyone interested in what I'm doing and trying to like, I guess, like replicate it. I've only built one other app before, and I'm now just making my second one. So it's enough talking about the channel. I had to give a basic overview because this is the first video I'm posting. But the idea that I had a month ago for this app was to take pictures of handwritten notes and then convert them into flashcards. So again, I take pictures of, say, like chemistry or biology or something like that, and then it would create online flashcards. So like flashcards like these, where you can, flip them and see the definition for a term. So like this is a term, and then you see a definition. And I've used this website Quizlet a lot already, in the past for like chemistry and stuff. I have a bunch of Quizlets that I made, to study off of, and these always took some time because I had handwritten notes, so that means I had to read them and then type them in for a term and definition. And so the idea was I have pretty much an app that would do this for me. So very quickly, I'll just show you what the app is looking like right now. So first of all, I'm writing code in Xcode with Swift, and I'm not really used to Swift. So I'm actually building it and running it, and should load pretty soon. This is the first demo I'm doing on this YouTube channel. So I'm getting notes prepared right next to me so I can take a picture of them to show how it actually works. I'm just going through my notes right now to find a good page to take a picture of. I guess I could use the first page. Yeah, I'll just use that. Okay, so first of all, when you get on the screen, there's two buttons, and that's pretty much it. Once you create a new card deck, it says it created a new group right there. Number of groups, 1. So that means I have one flashcard deck. If I actually close this, if I view previous card decks, it doesn't show anything because I didn't take any pictures of anything. So that's one thing. And also, look, it keeps deleting pictures. So at the bottom right, bottom left, you can see that it's not increasing from 1 because there's no photos in the card decks. So now it says 2, but look, number of card decks is 0 right there. Yeah, even that took a lot of time to do. Like, I'm telling you, I'm so new to this anyway. But taking a photo, it should load, and it'll take my phone right here. See? Oh, that's the screen actually. But right here, I can take a picture of my notes. So that's the picture I took, and keep in mind what this picture looks like because you'll see it again later when I look at the back end, like the server. So I'll click use photo and click add to collection, and once I click add to collection, there should be a like a label that appears that says it's saved right there, and it disappears. And then you can see right here on the bottom left that I printed out it added to the latest group, so the group index 1, I'm in 0. And another thing is that if I click a new card deck and then click add to collection, there says no image if I don't take a picture. And it now says I have 2 groups. That's because I have one group that has 1 image in it, and since I just clicked a new card deck, that's why it's saying there's a second group. But if I go into previous card decks, the second group doesn't have any images in it, so I should only see the first group. And there we go, only one photo collection, which is this photo right here. This is probably what took the most time, being able to view the things I just took picture of. Like that took the most time, and also to view it. Also another thing, I'm not gonna upload these, but like look, I can click this, use photo. Whoops, let me retake that. Use photo, add to collection, saved, right? What's that one? Has one collection in there. Okay, let's say I save that to the thing, take another picture. So now this one should have one and this one should have two. So like it's all working perfectly fine. This one has two in it because I took two photos and added them both into the same group. So I haven't added any functionality where you can edit, add more to this group specifically, or like remove these photos. Like say I didn't want the second one, I could remove it. I haven't added that functionality yet. So now I'll be showing pretty much how it's connected to my server and what happens to actually make it read this text and turn it into flashcards. Again, this is just a demo. Like I'm not done this app entirely. There's still so many things I haven't done. But here, this is my server right here. It's being run locally on my laptop right now. So if I click run, and it will show my address. Yeah. How do I make it not do that? So this is just one photo. If I click, oh, now it's saying connected to the server. That's actually one thing that happens. So since it's connected to the server, it just said no progress is made. That's because I haven't clicked the button to convert it to flashcards yet. But anyway, if I convert it to flashcards, it should be working on the back end. See, it says a post was made right here. So that means that my app is connected to the server, and it says right there, request 1 response from OpenAI, request 2 response from OpenAI. I'll explain what this OpenAI means real quick. But you should have seen, I wasn't really looking at my phone, but you should have seen right around the bottom where it says convert to flashcards, it said sent. And that just means that it worked, and pretty much everything is in my laptop. So right now I'm gonna just temporarily turn off my phone so we can focus on the server. So over here, there's image 0, like on my server, and that's the image that we uploaded to the server from my actual app. And from this you can read the text. It says dynamic in constant flux, reversible after, and it's all under equilibrium systems R. So it would be a term and then a definition right here, another term, and more definitions for each of these 4 things. So let's see what it actually did. So from this photo, I made Google's Vision API, Google Vision, pretty much read the text. So that's what this is, this file. So at the top of the page, it actually puts my name, Shri Masum, and it fully actually read my name properly, like exactly how it's spelled, which is amazing. Like the Google Vision API is actually really good. But this is pretty much all the raw text put in. See, sometimes it's like messing up, like at the bottom. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. I think this is reading that picture right here. So this picture, it says cold pack, but this is what it like pretty much said. It doesn't really make sense. You can see there cold pack, but that's what the OpenAI's job is supposed to do. It's supposed to take this text file and turn it into making better text, pretty much, like makes more sense. See, now it's in like proper like sentences, not really like random words like per sentence. Like see how many there's like green arrows, underlines here? That means like there's a bunch of spelling errors and stuff. It doesn't make sense. But pretty much the first request I made to ChatGPT, or GPT's GBT's API was to make sense of the text. So here, I'll show you that in my main.py. And it's pre-processed text with GBT. So that's where I prompted to say, please correct any grammatical errors and clarify unclear parts in the following text without changing the original context. If it makes sense, do nothing. So that's pretty much what I prompted to do with this text file that didn't make sense. And it made this text file, which does make sense. So from this text makes sense gbt.text, I took that and put that into make terms and definitions, where there's another prompt to GBT. It says make the following text into terms and definitions. So without changing any new context, I should just say without changing any context and using all the same words and definitions. And this is what it finally came up with. Term and definition right here. So it says solubility equilibrium. What's read on my page is reach when the concentration of the dissolved solute is constant. So it did get that. Dissolved solute remains constant and must contain both dissolved and undissolved solute at the same time. It didn't really say that. It just kind of said the first thing. So sometimes it cuts things out, but that's just GBT making it dumber. I'm pretty sure that was actually read by the text, the Google API. Yeah, it was. So that's just GBT being dumb. In fact, if I were to reprompt this, like go through the whole entire process again with the same image, it won't give me the same response. Like it won't be the same term and definition word for word. So maybe on my app I can show this response to the user and make them be able to change the term and definition, or make them be able to regenerate the whole process from start. So that's pretty much how the app works so far. Like it goes through these steps. First it gets the image from the app, then it gets the text with Google API, then tries to make sense of it with GBT, and then turns it into terms and flashcards with GBT. But obviously there's so many flaws, and if I go back on my app, there's many things I could be doing on this app too, like changing these up. There's a lot of work to do, but this is pretty much the first demo of this YouTube channel. Thank you guys if you guys watched this far. I'm glad maybe you found it interesting. But in terms of uploading these terms and definitions, like if I was happy with just the terms and definitions I'm getting right now, which I'm not, but if I was about these terms and definitions, the last step would be to put them onto a flashcard website. But the problem is that Quizlet, the flashcard website that I do like, doesn't have a public API. So I would probably have to use a different flashcard website, like Cram maybe, or I can put it into like Google Docs for the user, and they can just like copy and paste it into any kind of website they want. There's so many ideas that I have that I haven't really explored yet, because it took me a long time just to make this much of the app and everything. Also, there's no database, so if I just close this app and then reopen it, like there's no card decks in here anymore because I just closed the app. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's super late. It's like 12:30. I gotta go to sleep and go to school tomorrow. So see you guys.